Hi everyone. Today we will see this topic called as Navajata Shishu Paricharya, that is neonatal care. What is this Navajata Shishu Paricharya or neonatal care? According to Acharyas, the Navajata Shishu is mentioned for the baby from first day of birth till 120 days, that is 4th month of the baby is known as Navajata Shishu. And according to modern, neonate means the baby from first day to 28 days, that is 1 month baby is known as neonate. And this Navajata Shishu Paricharya includes the topics are care of the Jata Matra, that is newly born child, and Sadhyo Jata, care of the immediate birth of the baby, and care of the Samaya Purvaja Shishu, that is preterm baby, Purnakalika Shishu, that is full term, and Samaya Paschat Jata Shishu, that is post term baby. And also other points which includes are Nabhinala Chedana, that is cutting of umbilical cord, and complications of improper cutting of umbilical cord and its treatment, Rakshogna Karma, that is protective measures according to Ayurveda and modern. These all topics are included in Navajata Sishu Paricharya. These all topics we will see by one point. So as the topic is vast, I made it as a part 1. In this we will see the first point, that is Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya. In part 1 we will see the Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya, that is the baby which is known as newly born child. This Navajata Shishu Paricharya includes the context of 3 terms like Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya, Sadhyo Jata Sishu Paricharya, and Navajata Sishu Paricharya. This is 3 stages of the newly born baby, which includes which explains as the Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya means refers to the baby immediately after birth. The Sishu Paricharya mentioned in Ashtanga Hridaya indicates this meaning as immediately after birth. Jata Matra has been used synonymously with Sadhyo Jata in Ashtanga Sangraha. Hence, Jata Matra can be defined as the period immediately after birth up to the cutting of umbilical cord, which the stages includes are Prana Pratyagamana, Ulba Parimarjana, Mukha Vishodhana, Garbhodaka Vamana, and Nabhinala Chedana. These all stages includes under the Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya, that is immediately after birth, which these stages includes comes under the Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya. Next is Sadhyo Jata Shishu Paricharya. This baby refers to the first 24 hours of age. The Sadhyo Jata Paricharya includes procedures like additional with the Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya, namely Taila Parisheka, Snana, Pichudharana, Udaka Kumbhasthapana, Prashana for the first day. But here we should remember Sadhyo Jata includes the Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya procedures plus the Sadhyo Jata, both together known as the Sadhyo Jata Shishu Paricharya procedures. Next is Navajata Sishu Paricharya, that is the baby referred as the 120 days of age. The Navajata Shishu Paricharya includes the procedures of Jata Matra Paricharya, Sadhyo Jata Paricharya, and all other samskaras up to 120 days. Purely out of includes those of the samskaras till Nishkramana Samskara. Here Nishkramana Samskara is outing ceremony of the baby. Till this the samskara it includes the Navajata Sishu Paricharya. Here again the Navajata Sishu Paricharya, if you want to explain, you should include all the procedures of Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya, Sadhyo Jata Sishu Paricharya procedures, and adding the Navajata Sishu Paricharya procedures. In this all 3 stages including forms the Navajata Sishu Paricharya, that is from first day of the born of the baby till 120 days is known as Navajata Sishu Paricharya, which includes Prashana after first day, Stanyapana, Raksha Karma and Nishkramana Samskara. These 4 points are included in Navajata Shishu Paricharya procedure. So first we will see the point Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya explanation procedures one by one point. In that, which includes, as we all saw in last slides, Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya means the baby immediately after birth is known as Jata Matra, and hence Jata Matra can be defined as the period immediately after birth up to the cutting of umbilical cord. These are the immediate measures to be applied to a newborn and are mentioned one by one, as which includes the procedure Prana Pratyagamana, Ulbashodhana, Mukha Vishodhana, Garbhodaka Vamana and Nabhinala Chedana. These all points are included in the Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya. First procedure is Prana Pratyagamana, that is neonatal resuscitation. Here the term prana is none other than life or cardiorespiratory function. A baby immediately after birth should start its own functions of cardiorespiratory systems. So to stimulate that cardiorespiratory functions, we need to give Prana Pratyagamana for some babies. Usually immediately after birth, child starts its own functions by crying immediately after birth. But if the baby didn't got the cry immediately after birth or have any issues in the respiratory system, then we should go for this neonatal resuscitation. The whole of the effort to establish a normal respiratory and cardiovascular functioning from the comprised life threatening status is to be considered as Prana Pratyagamana Vidhi. The baby coming out of the critical stage to the normal respiratory and cardiovascular functions is known as Prana Pratyagamana Vidhi. This Prana Pratyagamana needs to be discussed in 2 contexts, that is at the time of birth and after birth and in childhood. At the time of birth means the baby who didn't got the cry immediately after birth or have any issues in respiratory system or cardiovascular system, then at the time of birth it is known as golden minute. First 1 minute you should consider as golden minute, and you should complete this neonatal resuscitation in first 1 minute of the birth. That is one stage. And second stage is after birth and in childhood. It includes some accidental issues or some emergency conditions, like child didn't have any accidents or any issues, then we will go for neonatal resuscitation in childhood. As we saw this Prana Pratyagamana point in last video detailedly, so I think I no need to explain it detailedly in this point. If you want the detailed notes or detailed explanation of Prana Pratyagamana Vidhi Ayurvedic and modern view, then you can view my last point video. Next procedure is Ulba Shodhana. The garbha is covered with a fine paste like substances called ulba or vernix caseosa. Removing the this vernix caseosa from the baby's skin, the procedure is known as Ulba Shodhana. This immediate measure to be applied to a newborn and are mentioned one by one as the Ulba Shodhana. It is explained as the Veshtite Jayate Ena Garbha Sa Ulbaha Prakirtita, means from the definition of Ulba may be equated to vernix caseosa or fetal membrane. At birth, the baby's skin is covered by a white colored paste known as vernix caseosa, formed by secretion from sebaceous glands and degenerated epidermal cells and hairs. It protects the skin from macerating action of amniotic fluid. In Garbha, this vernix caseosa protects the skin of the baby. The procedure of removal of vernix caseosa from body of neonate is known as Ulba Shodhana, but this is not practiced nowadays because vernix caseosa is a powerful media for maintaining thermal stability of the baby, thus preventing hypothermia. So modern doctors avoid the removing of vernix caseosa from the skin of the body to maintain the temperature of the baby, so that we can prevent the hypothermia. In Ashtanga Hridaya Uttara Tantra first chapter, first shloka explained as Jatamatram Vishodhyolbhat Balam Saindava Sarpisha. That is, he explained how to remove the vernix caseosa. According to Ayurveda, they explained as soon after birth, the baby should be smeared with ghee mixed with Saindava Lavana. Here the Grita, being a bad conductor of heat, may give sufficient protection from the hypothermia. By applying this ghee and Saindava Lavana, it will remove the vernix caseosa from the skin of the baby. Whereas Grita is bad conductor of heat and Saindava with Sarvasadata Vidmapanakara and Sukshma properties removes the vernix caseosa which is slimy and sticky. Next procedure is Mukha Vishodhana, that is Mukhakanta Vishodhanam, which is explained in Charaka Samhita, so Sharirasthana 8th chapter 43rd shloka. The Mukha Vishodhana aims at the removal of fetal membranes from the air passages and mucus from the nasal or oral cavity of the baby. In most of the cases, normal labor is mostly accompanied by obstruction of airways by mucus plug or fetal membranes. This may inhibit the inspiration and cause asphyxia. So, in Ayurveda, manual removal of mucus plug and fetal membranes with sterilized cotton swab is advised, as we should clean the mouth of the baby and nose, all parts of the baby with cotton swab rolled to the attender's first finger, as explained by shloka has Athasya Talvoshta Kanta Jivva Pramarjana Mara Betangulya Suparilikita Nakhaya Suprakshalito Topadhana Karpasa Sapichu Matya, explained in Charaka Samhita Sharirasthana, has the palate, lips, throat and tongue should be wiped with attender's finger, from which nails are properly trimmed off, well cleaned and covered with cotton swabs. This provides the extra stimulation to baby's central nervous system for initiation of respiration. In modern neonatology, gentle suctioning is given to remove the fetal membranes and mucus plug. In cases of excessive fluid aspiration, endotracheal intubation can be done. But in initial stage, the suctioning through the suctioning pipe is done for the baby, that is first mouth then nose, which clears the airways of the baby. Next procedure is Garbhodaka Vamana. It is practiced by which drugs are administered to the baby so as to make him vomit the aspirated fluid. If any, several diseases like Ulbakam can arise if this fluid is not vomited out. If this inspirated fluid is not vomited out, then Ulbakam etc. diseases may cause in the baby. Vomiting should be induced with Grita mixed with Saindava. How they will make this procedure Garbhodaka Vamana? It is done with the Grita mixed with Saindava and it should be licked to the baby. Nowadays, this administrating the emetics or subjecting the baby to extra stress is not advisable. The aspirated fluid can be removed by wide board catheter, the suction of oral cavity, oropharynx and hypopharynx should be done. Nowadays, this procedure is not practiced, and if the fluid is meconium stained, the endotracheal intubation should be performed. According to modern, these procedures should be followed. Next and last procedure is Nabhinala Chedana Vidhi, that is cutting of umbilical cord. This procedure of the cutting of umbilical cord and taking necessary precautions to prevent its secondary infections is known as Nabhinala Chedana Vidhi or Nadi Kalpana Vidhi. When to cut, that is this umbilical cord is cutted. You should know the timing and how to cut, at what measure should be cutted, this all you should know. So we will see the cord can be clamped and served with the baby gets devoid of prasuti klesha and attains proper respiratory and cardiovascular functions. When you will cut the cord, it should be clamped and served first. Then when the baby gets devoid of prasuti klesha and attains proper respiratory and cardiovascular functions, which means the attainance of features of prana pratyagamana, you can cut the umbilical cord. This period of time felicitates the entry of around 100 to 150 ml of blood from mother to neonate, which is rich in immunoglobulins for boosting the immune mechanism of the baby. This is the period when the clamping, serving, this the period. In this period, the 100 to 150 ml of blood is transferred from the mother to neonate through umbilical cord, which is rich in immunoglobulins. But immediate clamping of cord is advised if the baby is preterm or cases of RH incompatibility, baby of diabetic mother, asphyxiated baby, and in cases of low birth weight. Now we'll see what all the things or the materials or medicines which we need for this procedure. Materials required are Ardhadhara Shastra and Karpasa Sutra. Here Ardhadhara Shastra is half moon shaped instrument to cut the umbilical cord, and Karpasa Sutra for tying the umbilical cord. And post operative medicaments which are used as Kushtataila, Lodhra, Madhuka, Priyangu, etc. Here Kushtataila is smeared for the umbilical cord which is cutted end. Now we'll see the procedure, that is according to which acharyas at how many distance should be cutted the umbilical cord. According to Acharya Charaka, the umbilical cord should be tied with Karpasa Sutra at a distance of 8 angula from the navel side. Then it is cut just above the knot with Ardhadhara Shastra. The other end of the sutra is loosely tied around the neck of the baby to prevent the further contamination and chances of bleeding. According to Acharya Dallana, after cutting and knotting of the umbilical cord, the cord should be twinned to the neck of the baby. This procedure is to prevent further leakage of the blood from the cord. As explained by Charaka, Dallana also explained the same point. Whereas in Ashtanga Hridaya Uttara Tantra first chapter 5th shloka, they explained as Swasthi Bhutasya Nabhi Cha Sutrena Chaturangulat Vad Baddadordva Vardayitva Cha Griva Yama Vasangnayet Nabhim Cha Kushtatailena Sechayet. Explained as Ashtanga Hridaya has a different opinion about the distance at which it is to be cut at 4 angulas. Compared to other acharyas, Ashtanga Hridaya said that it should be cutted in the distance of 4 angulas, and Ashtanga Sangraha states that 2 knots should be made by cotton threads and cut in between. Here Ashtanga Sangraha didn't mention the distance particularly, but he said has 2 knots should be tied with the cotton thread and it should be cutted in between the threads. So these were the points which includes under Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya. What is Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya here? The baby immediately after birth refers as Jata Matra Sishu. These are the procedures has Prana Pratyagamana, Ulbashodhana, Mukha Vishodhana, Garbhodaka Vamana and Nabhinala Chedana. These 5 points or procedures includes under Jata Matra Sishu Paricharya. This was the part 1 of Navajata Sishu Paricharya. In next Navajata Sishu Paricharya part 2, we'll see the next points. Thank you.